between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Tonight, 180.
53. You got double up, double up, double up, double up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Two up.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Set. 10-2 stop.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
2.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
60, big grip, big grip.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run with Elliott, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Solid start here on their first drive. A little bit of run, a little bit of pass. Nice run there. Moving it methodically, keeping the defense on their toes.
Yeah, exactly right, because people think about a balanced attack, which is what we're seeing here with the runs and the passes, and only from the offense's perspective. But this really messes up a defensive coordinator's play calling. His rhythm is all out of whack because he can't load up against a run or a pass and try and get a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jenkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
What? 180.
Check 53. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Goff on first down. Dancing to his left. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. First carry for James Conner. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Reed.
56. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
This is Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
To throw on second down, Jenkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Not 180.
Check. 53's Mike. Hey, they scared.
On first down, it's Hamilton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And 12 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shell.
Now gone. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
5.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
5.
To throw again on second down. Gone. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the catch made by Walters. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Check 55 to Mike. He's scared.
They'll run here with Connor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Second down and goal. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here's Goff. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Jenkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
go now. 10 Lobo.
Man left, man left. Hey, we got
Go.
On first down, Jenkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jenkins. Throw left side complete. It's Lions. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He goes to the 180. Maverick. Shoot. That's it.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And a Cowboy first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Kill.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Switch.
Hey, Sam on. 5.
Back to throw. Jenkins. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You better be afraid of me.
Ready.
On second down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
70,
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. No.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jenkins. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 29 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
They're running it. They got tight left.
Throwing on first down. Jenkins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
On the set.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Rock it.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second and 5 now. Goff.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
At the 18-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
3rd and long. It's gone. Finding room at the 30. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jenkins. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Operating from the gun, Jenkins going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jenkins. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Goff. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jenkins. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 35 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. interception.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go on fourth. Gone. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Okay, break.
Mike,
Look, squeeze.
watch out.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 26-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
Ready, break.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Yo. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Stand. Golf. 5.
On 3rd down, Jenkins. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Kirk, 27 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
12.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,